Hey everybody, welcome back to day 2, Breakfast with Bob from beautiful Edmonton, Canada. My name is Bob Babbitt. We're brought to you by Master Spas, SFuels, Go Longer, Quintana, HOKA One One, Forum Smart Swim Goggles, Zoot Sports, the original triathlon brand, Premium Plus Sports, and of course our Challenged Athletes Foundation. Our next guest, number 24 in the world, Luisa Baptista from Brazil. How are you?
Hi Bob, I'm fine, and you?
I am spectacular. We have never met before. So what's your background? Were you a swimmer, a runner? What were your sports early on?
Yeah, I think that earlier I was a really active child. I did everything a little bit. So swimming was the main sport, but
yes.
I did also volleyball, soccer, handball, tennis, and there's a fighting game in Brazil called capoeira. I did that.
Oh my God, a fighting game? Like it's like a jiu-jitsu type of thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So I was a very active child. And one day an age group in my city saw me running.
Yes.
And I swim with her daughter. So he said, yeah, you run well. And he borrowed me his bike, and I did my first triathlon. So I think that's my beginning.
That was it? How old were you?
Yeah, I was 16.
Okay, and you liked it?
Yeah, I liked it.
Right away?
Right away,
yeah. And now while you were doing all those other sports, were you thinking, okay, I'm going to try to go to the Olympics in this sport? Mm-hmm. Which ones?
Yeah, I think that to be an Olympian always
in your mind.
A goal always in my mind as a kid. But I wasn't very good in any of these sports. So triathlon, I think, was a way out because it is like more your work, that produces
suffering.
Results.
If you can suffer more than the other person, you can be an Olympian.
Yeah, so I could be an Olympian because of the hard work that triathlon needs.
When did you start? Did you start racing as a junior in triathlon?
Yeah.
And under 23 and all that type of thing?
Yeah. I started to race as a junior, so my first race was when I was 16.
Okay.
In this race, I was able to meet Coach Kali, that was the coach of SESI back then.
Yes.
That's my club. And Kali called me to move away to São Carlos, that is his city, and start training.
Train with a group?
Yeah, with the group. So in the next year, I started to train with the group, and
you get better. You get better and better and better.
Yeah.
I like that. So we're talking 2016. In 2016, you did 70. You did a 70.3.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. In 2016.
And you won it.
Yeah. I wasn't more able to qualify to Rio. I did a few races to get experience.
Right.
But so my coach said, let's do some long distance races, so you know a little bit better the sport, the other side of the sport. And it was really nice. I really like long distance, even on training.
Yes.
So it was a great experience, and I think that winning a 70.3 race bring me a lot of motivation in 2016.
That's fun. So the goal then was Tokyo.
Yeah.
Because you, in 2019, you did Abu Dhabi, you did Bermuda, you Montreal, the Tokyo Test event, WTS in Lausanne. But I'm guessing, you go to your first in 70.3 Rio, you win, and then these other races when you can't really show your bike skill because it's more drafting, that's harder for you. Did you realize after that year that I really like this longer distance better?
Yeah. I think I have a lot of difficulty in I2, the technical courses.
Yes.
The drafting, the speed that keeps changing all the time.
It's criterium type.
Yeah.
It's accelerating, drop off, accelerate, drop off.
For me, I think I have a better profile for long distance.
Diesel.
Yeah. So for sure, to be an Olympian was a dream. I really dream about it. I really dream with one more. I think I can.
For Paris?
Yeah, for Paris, I still dream.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
You're young, and the stuff you're doing now is certainly going to make you faster.
Yeah. So we are trying to do both stuff.
You can do both.
Some 70.3 and PTO races, and of course the sprint and Olympic.
Well, what's nice is you can do Canadian Open and US Open, and these are races that if you do well, they can get you potentially to Collins Cup, and then you can still focus on the Olympics. We're in a nice age where you don't have to worry about racing every weekend.
Yeah.
Because if there's big races with big competition, one great race changes everything.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's really possible to do both stuff, and
it is.
I'm really looking for it for this year and the next.
I like it. Yeah, and so this year, because you sort of have a mix, right? You win 70.3 Pucón. You got second at 70.3 Oceanside, which is one of my favorite events because you swim in the ocean, come into the harbor, lots of great climbing on the bike. There's always headwind on the way in. And the run, people think it's flat. It's not.
No,
and you're
it's
running
not.
on concrete. It's hard, right? Hard pavement. And you get second there. Was that the first time you were on that course?
Yeah, my first time in Oceanside. But I think that maybe was the best long distance race I did until now.
Right.
It was really nice. There were a lot of good girls, and I was really looking for it.
It's always a good field.
Yeah.
Beginning of the season, everybody wants to see where they're at. And when you get second place in that field, then you're the real deal.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you very much.
Of course. And then you went to Hamburg and did WTCS. But so the goal now, will you do obviously Canadian Open? Will you try to do U.S. Open as well?
Yeah, we are looking for the schedule because there will be a few ITU races before I will do. So it all depends on how I will be feeling. But for the next month, I'll be doing 1 month in altitude to prepare to if I qualify to Collins Cup.
Down in Mexico, or where are you going to?
I'm going to St. Moritz in Switzerland. Yeah, it's a nice place. And I'll do a few ITU races after that. I hope Collins Cup if I qualify.
Yes.
Then ITU races, and as the preparation will be really good in St. Moritz, I'm sure of this.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a great training camp in the St. Moritz. And
maybe.
Are there altitude training areas in Brazil?
No.
I didn't think there were. Yeah.
No. You
yeah,
have to go
I knew that
outside.
Mexico or Flagstaff or Boulder. Yeah, but you'll go to St. Moritz.
Yeah, St. Moritz.
It's not a bad place to go.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yes. So with you, this course, like you said, this does suit you well because it is it's like a ITU race, a little longer ITU race.
Yeah, I think so. I think that this race in particular, the Edmonton, will be a mix of ITU racing with not only the course but with the field. There's really a lot of girls with backgrounds in ITU.
Yes.
So I think that it will be a mix of really fast stuff. I'm sure the swim is gonna be crazy.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
3 laps.
3 laps.
There's gonna be a lot of elbows going on.
Yeah. And the bike also with some technical stuff, but it's longer at the same time. So you have to be really smart. But I think that you have to be also aggressive in the bike, especially in the beginning.
Yes. Well, and the nice thing is the aggressiveness pays off because if you get a little bit of a gap with 20-meter draft rule, people can't just try to sit on a wheel. They've got to work their way, and then you take a lot of energy out of their legs.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
The run.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it will be a really interesting race this weekend.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
And then what will you do after this race?
After this race, I go straight to St. Moritz for the preparation.
For how long?
For 1 month.
Solid month at altitude.
Yeah,
that's going to be great.
And I hope to do Collins Cup very well with this preparation.
So depending on how you race here this weekend, you could qualify for Collins Cup.
Yeah, perfect.
For the international team.
Yeah, I'm looking forward.
How fun would that be? That is so cool, Luisa. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Really fun stuff. Do you see yourself eventually, well, obviously for next couple of years, it's going to be Olympics and 70.3. Down the line, do you want to go longer? Do you want to try the Ironman thing?
Yeah, but really in the future, until 24,
Mid-30s.
I think that, the long distance and the half distance and the Olympic distance is very similar training.
It really is.
Yeah, so it's possible to do both. When it gets to really fast, maybe I'm struggling a little bit, but the middle distance and the Olympic is very similar.
Right.
So I think that I'll focus
on both of those.
This, and of course after 2024 is the goal.
The goal is eventually go longer. Yeah. You're from Brazil. You won't have a problem with the heat.
Yeah, I love that.
And you have such a legend in Brazil with Fernanda Keller as somebody who's. Did you know her as you were growing up?
Yeah, in 70.3 Rio, she was there delivering the medals, and it was really nice to meet her in person.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I think she took third in Kona
Yeah.
like 7 or 8 times.
Yeah,
something
she's
like
like
that.
a legend. I think she went to Kona more than 20 times.
Yeah, oh, she did.
So
She definitely did.
it's amazing.
Love it. Luisa, such a pleasure to get to meet you.
It's a pleasure.
And good luck on your race this weekend. Congratulations on everything you've done. You've had a couple of really, really good years. And I just love when you go from the ITU racing and have immediate success in the longer distance.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, Luis. Luisa Baptista has been our guest. Everybody again, Breakfast with Bob from beautiful Edmonton, Canada. Hold on. We will be right back.